So here we are. This is Krista with Happy Alaskan. And today we're going to see if we can hike back towards a glacier. You can see these poles that are sticking up next to the road. Those are there because in the winter the snow can become so deep and the conditions become such a whiteout that it's really difficult to see the road. And so these markers help plows to know where the edge of the road is and also allows drivers to know where the edge of the road is when conditions are really bad in the winter. Normally there'd be a little road that we would turn on to go down to the trailhead, but it recently snowed and it got plowed in. So we'll see if the snow's not too deep to walk through to get down to the trailhead. I was back in this area 2 weeks ago, and this road that I'm now post-holing my way on was completely clear, and I was able to drive over to a nice little trailhead with a packed down trail to go back towards a lovely glacier. But as you can see today, that is not the case with all the recent snow. It is a different situation. However, that said, it's still a beautiful day, and I'm so thankful to be out here. I recently finished reading a book in which the author encourages the readers to think about their ambitions. As I sat and pondered some of the questions in the book, the theme that kept coming up for me was that I needed to take a break. At first I felt kind of embarrassed. This was not some big, audacious ambition. It was the need to stop. Thankfully, the author continued in the book and talked about the importance of rest. And he said that it was okay. And for some reason, having that permission really is helpful. He talks about how taking a pause can be a chance to gather strength and to gain clarity around what is coming up next. So with that perspective in mind, I'm really going to try and embrace the next few months and see if those things ring true in my own experience. Funny enough, I am just arriving at the trailhead where my adventure was supposed to begin. But as with adventuring, you just never know what's going to happen, right? So here I am. I have post-holed my way just to get here, and we'll see what's up next. The snow is getting a little bit deeper. I'm kind of going in up to my knees right here. Whew, every step's a little bit different. Well, I've started to post-hole past my knees in certain points. So to me, that's kind of the cutoff as far as how much farther I want to go. Most likely the snow is going to keep getting deeper as I head farther into the valley. Also, my feet are extremely wet as I've been post-holing. The snow's been going down over and through the tops of my shoes, so everything is getting pretty wet and cold. But it still is beautiful out here. I'm trying very carefully to just follow my footprints back without falling over. While it's way less strenuous, it feels a little bit like a balancing act to put my feet exactly where I had them before when I was on my way in. Whew. Whew. There's a tractor with a plow attachment that's now behind me, but it's been slowly trying to make a path down this road. I'm so thankful My feet are extremely wet. Whew. Well, made it back. As you can see, it's now snowing again. That started out kind of partly sunny, but let me show you, my feet are totally waterlogged. Ooh, yeah, ready to get dry. Now that I'm back at the car, I'm gonna go ahead and eat the lunch that I brought, which today is a sweet potato, tofu, kale stir fry with a sweet peanut sauce. As much as possible, I try to cook from scratch at home. Doesn't always work out, but as much as I can, I try to do that and even bring it along on some of my adventures. The snow was starting to come down harder, and I finished eating my lunch, so I think I'm gonna go find a cup of coffee somewhere maybe. We'll see. For some reason, this hike is making me think of a lot of analogies having to do with post-holing and things not going quite the way that I expected. And it kind of reminds me of life. You know, sometimes I think I know where I'm going and I think I know what the experience is going to be like, and then something crazy happens and it's different. Whether it's better or harder or whatever, it often is different than how I expected. But just like today, that doesn't mean that I can't still find joy. And it doesn't mean that I still can't have a good adventure, get out there and do what I can to make the most of it. So, deep lessons learned today, I guess. And now we're back to sunshine. Strangely, my car began to run kind of rough for a while, but now it seems better. I did stop and took a look at things. Couldn't find any problems, so I'm not sure what that was about, but hopefully it has resolved itself. Thanks again for coming along on another adventure with Happy Alaskan.